Hey, what's good? Welcome to Movement Monday Podcast, episode 23. We're Michael Jordan. Anyone get it? Michael Jordan, 23?
Oh,
Nobody?
His
Yeah.
jersey number.
That
or
was his
something.
jersey number. Yeah, Michael Jordan, number 23.
I did not know that.
Pretty cool. Sports thing from a guy who
doesn't sport.
doesn't sport.
Besides hockey.
I played basketball and I played hockey. I was a way better hockey player than I was really anything else. I can like sport, but I'm like not great other than hockey. I'm pretty cool at that. But episode 23, super excited you are here. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Kurt. My dude next to me has returned. Let everyone know who you are, my guy.
Nathan.
And what did you just do, Nathan?
Woke up from a nap.
Who's all jealous of Nathan right now?
Me.
Josh is. Caleb, were you a nap today?
No, I just had a. It's just been kind of strange living at my house again.
Oh, you're back at your house?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Well, good job. Maybe not.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I
Okay.
like being at my house. but,
Sweet.
So during that really bad cold snap where it got 7 degrees,
Yes.
all my pipes busted, and so I had to live with my grandma until my water got fixed. So
been a
that was a
couple-
couple weeks.
Okay, that's been a couple weeks.
So
Back at your house.
yep.
There you go. Cool deal.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of an adjustment, but I mean it's not been nothing huge.
There you go. Back to your house. Well, that's cool. Good deal. And across from me is Josh. How we doing, Josh? Josh needs a nap.
Pretty good. Yeah. Well, I just want sleep. Not a nap really, but just
You want a big nap. Yeah.
I want
There
a
you go.
12-hour nap.
That's a super big nap. I could have taken a nap today. I find myself in the afternoon sitting in my car. Most of the time I'm reading, waiting to get my kids from school, sitting in the car right on line. Especially if it's warm, like getting like super tired and be like, oh man. There were years before, like I've gotten honked at a couple times because I was passed out asleep. Just zonked out and you hear, I'm like, oh, gracious, sorry. And like the cars, there's like 6 cars deep in front of me that have already moved. I'm like, oh, my car wasn't on. I had to crank it, had to drive all the way down. It was just nuts, but it's all cool. But big thing, welcome again. We're excited. If you have not checked us out already, check us out on YouTube at Movement Monday Podcast, episode 23. Like and subscribe. It's a lot of fun. I don't know what that meant. ¿Dónde está el baño?
See.
There you go.
Forgot.
What is this? What is forgot?
I'm giving you this.
Is it a pin?
Yeah, you don't get to look.
I don't get to look.
You get to look after I put on your shirt.
What? That is terrifying. You just like...
My friend made it.
Do I get to guess what it is?
Yeah.
Is it Star Wars?
No.
Oh, man.
Look at it.
Is it a mongoose?
Yeah. Look at it.
Dude, is it really? Yeah! Sick. It's going on my bag. What does it say?
Fighting mongooses.
Dude,
It's a fighting mongoose.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
This needs to be a shirt. This needs to be on a
We
shirt.
don't have money for that.
One day this needs to be a shirt. That's cool as junk. I'm excited. Thanks, man.
Just like very tiny in the corner of
Right,
the
like
merch.
right there. Right, where, like that whole thing is just whopping cool. I like it. Awesome. Josh gave me a pin. It's cool. It's the simple joys in life. So I'm saying, I've said that so much lately because last Wednesday, actually last Tuesday night, one of my garage doors broke, So I had to call somebody in the morning. Guys came and fixed it, which was cool. But then also my garage door opener, like my button in my car, wasn't working. Got a new battery for that. It opened up. It's just like the simple joys of life. So Caleb, you're moved back into your house. It's the simple joys of life.
Yeah.
So like living with grandma's cool, but you're so used to living by yourself. Nathan had a day off, an afternoon off. What does your afternoon normally look like? That you actually had you actually had it off now.
I'm usually at school to like from 5:30 to like 6.
Doing what?
Depends.
All depends on what's going on.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, not Friday because I have honor band Friday, which
There you
is
go.
like all day. And then, but Tuesday and Wednesday archery.
Wow.
But
So you had afternoon off today.
it's starting to slow down. My schedule.
Feeling good about it?
Mhm.
Good for you. Josh and I were talking pre-pod about just slowing things down, having some more time, whether it's sleeping or a day off or doing whatever. I actually have a day off from my job here at the church, and I don't know, it's just healthy. And there's times when I do, when I've come into church or when we've got events or whatever, and I work the whole weekend, whether it's Friday or even the entire weekend. Like a couple weeks ago, Caleb and I led a ski trip. Caleb has looks like a massive gun. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's actually not a gun. It's a guitar stand that
Ray
Caleb
gun?
Yeah.
rigged up.
Is that like a ray gun?
It looks
Yeah.
like a Gatling gun with 3 barrels.
Yeah.
Caleb makes the coolest stuff. We should really we just need to go live on YouTube as a video one time and just set it up somewhere to where all of us can be seen and everyone just knows we're like, hey, congratulations, we went live video, just one. Maybe episode 30 we need to go live.
I think
That'd be pretty
this
cool.
one's better.
That's way cooler. Holy jeez, now you have a sniper rifle. Man, these are not real, by the way.
No, I did not bring weapons. Dude,
There
sorry.
is no. These are make believe. It is a guitar stand. It just looks like.
I'm just coping with change by
It,
playing with things.
Hey Kurt, you want more Mongoose stuff pins?
I don't know why I would need more mongoose pins.
We have more than just that one.
I like that one. That guy's pretty awesome.
It is, but we have other ones too.
That one needs to be a shirt for sure. I think that's awesome. All right, so big thing I was thinking about today. I don't think we've actually asked this question. If we have, it's been 23 episodes ago. But what is something in your life currently that or something that you've had forever that you do that you feel you won't ever get tired of doing? Like it's kind of it's not the icebreaker, but this is kind of the big question of what's something you do and have done that you feel you won't ever get tired of doing. Man, this energizes me. This is fun for me. It's just cool. So what do you think?
I feel like the one thing for me would be just talking with friends, because my interests change so much that in 5 years I may be completely different things.
For sure.
And that's why I don't ever want to get a tattoo personally, because I'd regret it 100%.
That was kind of the conversation last week. Did we record last week?
Yeah,
Did we talk about tattoos?
yeah. We talked about Disney, remember?
Did we record that? Was
Yeah.
it that one?
Yeah, because I remember talking to a mic. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because the week before we did.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Shit.
So, just one chip. You got an entire cup, one chip.
Mhm.
Mind you. There you go. Well, that makes a lot of sense, but it's also really healthy if you're changing your decisions all the time and how you do things. Use your hands, mate.
Oh.
It's overrated. This is why we need a video, so So I need to go live just once, and this would be great. This would be really fun because we'll just set up like multiple cameras. It'd be hilarious. So talking to friends, that's a huge thing. I didn't really thought about that. And that's the thing, it can be whatever. It doesn't have to be an activity or a sport or whatever. I'm glad you didn't say sleeping. I was like, you need more than sleep. Like,
I mean, that is
we
the thing.
do need sleep. It is, God created us to rest. And we see that throughout the Bible. Guys sleeping on rocks or caves, and
Have you done sleeping
Jesus
series
slept
yet?
in a boat.
Have you done sleeping series yet?
No.
That's a great idea. You can get kids to go to sleep on
So,
time.
dude, years ago, kids were coming in, and I had a couple kids that were coming in from like basketball and stuff that were falling asleep on the beanbags. This is before we like recorded, so I'm preaching and I'm kicking beanbags, waking kids up. Like, what? Man, I'm not done talking yet. They're like, dude, I'm so sorry, I'm so tired. Oh, I was like, I need for you to sit up because it looks bad. Like, if I'm talking and somebody walks in this room and everyone's asleep because you all just came from some kind of practice.
Yeah.
So sleep is good. We need rest. You know, what was one of the things? It was funny. I saw it the other day. It's like Jesus shows us the benefit of food and a nap. Like, he was super tired, so he slept in a boat during a storm. And then there was another time, it was like, hey, I'm super hungry. And like, poof. And you know, they cooked him something. He was like, okay, cool. He just shows like the benefit of being like, we need food, as Nathan sits with chips. And took a nap today. Man, you're just living biblically, aren't you? Just living like the Lord today. Man, I took a nap and I'm eating chips. What a guy. Little did we know. So yeah, I am totally with you on being in community with good people and talking, having good conversations. And the thing is too, I was talking to my kids about this the other day, is that, you know, friendships will change. Interests will change. My interests have changed a lot over the years, whether it's food or movies or music. My style, as far as like clothing, has not. I've pretty much remained the same. I've added new colors, but most of the time it's black, and it's just fun. But what else we got? What's something you do or have done, currently doing, that you feel you won't ever get tired of? It's kind of a deep one when you start thinking about it. Like, man, I love doing this.
My friends and I play games on Friday.
There you go.
Um, And the games are really fun that we play, but more than that, it's just the crowd. Cause I have a group of people that really likes comedy, and it's one of those things I kind of wish I knew how to record.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had OBS, but I can't really afford streaming services and all that. But it's just hysterical every time.
That's fun. So again, being in community with people. Again, another thing too is like when we think of it, like we're like back to back biblical things, like needing rest, needing food, but then like the need to be with other people. Like we don't do well by ourselves. It's okay to be alone, to seclude for a little bit. But I mean, God designed us to be in community, to be in fellowship, to hang out with other people. You know, it's not. I mean, we've seen it with people in solitary confinement. Like after a while, they start to lose their minds. So like, we need other people. And the best thing is too, like when you're hanging out with other people and it's just fun. Like whether it's in a small group on a Wednesday night, I love that, or my wife and I lead our college ministry, And some of the time, you know, and Caleb's part of it, there's been times where we've been at my house till 2 or 3 in the morning, still just talking about all sorts of stuff, whether it's pertaining to you know, the discussion we had, or stuff in the church, or stuff in the world, or whatever it is. We have these great conversations, and my wife goes to bed like right after because she's a teacher and wakes up wicked early. And yeah, there's times when I've come in, and there's been other times I've gotten, you know, I want to say hijacked, but kind of got hijacked. I got kidnapped, and we went to Buc-ee's at 2 in the morning, which was super awesome. But then I had a stomachache for 3 days. I had so much grease and stuff in my belly the entire time. So it was like, it wasn't until like Sunday that I actually felt like myself. It was like, ugh. But yeah, hanging out, being with people, super cool. Nathaniel, what do you think, man? Oh, while you're eating. Oh, good call. Appreciate it.
Probably like helping. Like
Nice.
whenever like I see it.
Do you like to be asked to help, or you just like see a need, fill a need?
Both.
Nice. Do you like being asked, or do you just like, you know, or do you like sit back and wait for people to ask, or you just like, you just take initiative to do it?
Yeah.
Good for you, man. That's good leadership. Because there's times, I've been on both ends, where it's like, I will wait around to be asked. Like, maybe I should go help. And like, people come like, hey, can you help me? If somebody asked me, I jump right on it. And there's other times where like, okay, it looks like they've got it, we're cool. But then there's other times like I've jumped in like, hey, let me help you with that. And it's just the servant helping, jumping right in on it, and it's, you know, on that end, like it's, you didn't ask, it's just, you saw the opportunity to do that, and that's super cool. You can do that a lot on Sundays. Come in like, hey, where do you want to work? Which 3 sections do you want to work at today? Do you want to run sound, camera, or pro presenter?
I will say there's a problem with some of that, and it's that sometimes people help when they don't want help in the first place. Like,
Right.
not like,
Yeah.
like emotionally, but like, let's say I'm carrying something and someone's like, hey, let me take that for you. If they say no, just don't do it. There's some people that will just like ask if they need help. Don't just say, hey, I'm gonna help you with this.
I agree.
There are also people that usually, like from my grandpa, he was someone like, you weren't supposed to ask him if he needed help. If he needed help, he would ask you. But he was very adamant about doing things on his own if he could. So, yeah.
I think that's generational too. A lot of times, like our grandparents, or even our parents too. I'm just like, oh man, they've done, you know, I've always done this by myself. It's totally fine. Where like the other side, like I've had things where like I didn't even think to ask for help. People were just doing it, and then like later on, like walked in and were like, "It would have been really nice for you to help me." I'm like, dude, I didn't even know I was taking care of something else. Like, well, you should have asked. I'm like, I didn't know you needed help. I'm sorry. But then like I totally agree. I feel like it's frustrating on the other side, Josh. Like what you said, like if you're carrying like a box, like you got something here, and someone's like, "Hey, let me take that," and you're like, "Nah, dude, I got it." You're like, "No, let me help you." I'm like, "No, seriously, I got it. I'm good to go." In the nicest way, get out of my way. I can do it. And then like some people just want to help out, and like it's almost like respecting the no.
Yeah.
And saying like, where on the other side, like if it is heavy, you're like, yeah, sure, you grab the other side. That's helpful. But don't just say, like, hey, I'll get that for you. And you're like, nah, dude, I'm set.
Well, I feel like that is the difference between serving out of love and putting your identity in
Also,
service.
I will say that there are some people who will, like, they won't say like no, I don't like. If you say like, hey, I'm gonna help you. There's people that won't say like no, but like they really didn't want any help.
It's true. Like if someone just helps them, you're like, I had it by myself.
Yeah.
Didn't say yes, didn't say no. They just were like, oh, okay.
Which I've done that before because like I don't want to feel scummy for saying no, don't help me, but
Right. I feel like I don't know. All the examples that I have in my head are all of like the times when we've helped do like Christmas decorations here at the church. And I'm like, hey Kurt, can you help me with this tree? Sure. I got it. And then we get other people in and it's cool, but then like other times we're carrying stuff like, hey, I'll take care of that. I'm like, no, I'm already up the stairs, man. I am good to go. I don't know, because that's just my life on stuff. It's really cool too, like, cause I want to create. I want my kids to have servant hearts. So like more recently, one of my boys has wanted to help out a whole lot more. Whether it's been hey Dad, I'll fill this up. I'll get everything ready here. Like I was cooking tonight, and they got these chef hats and aprons and stuff, which is really cool. And they were like, hey Dad, how can I help? I was like, can you go get me a bowl? I need this for dinner. Let's do this. Can you go get the cheese? Yep. So it's just them asking for help instead of going, no, I'm okay. I got it. No thanks. But it's me thinking of going, hey, can you get me this, please? And they want to help out. They
I feel like
want
it's
to
also
do it.
different for kids. It's just different for kids as well, though.
Yeah. Well, it's also, dude, like, it's no strain on them. It's fun, and, and again, I get to see God move through my kids and have them see, and creating and growing these servant hearts. Because there's sometimes where, like, they'll do things without even asking. They'll just help out, and it's awesome. They'll just come in like, hey, thanks for that, man. Like, you're welcome. That's all you needed it. There you go. Bye. And then there's other times where it's like pulling teeth. Trying to get, hey, can you come help me with this? Why? Because I would like your help with this. I am perfectly fine right where I'm at. But I asked you to come help me, please. Is this a choice? No. This is no choice. This is direct obedience right now.
I also, okay,
and that's
this has nothing to do
where
with
it's hard.
This has nothing to do with that. Like, that's a situation where this wouldn't matter, but I want people, like, as a child, as a parent, I always want the why to be explained. Because, like, sometimes my mom will get mad at me, and I ask why, and then she gets even more mad at me. And it's just like, I don't understand what's wrong with this. Explain me what is wrong with it. Or explain me why something has to be done this way. Because like when I was driving, I didn't know I had to use only one foot. So I wanted to ask them, why? She started getting mad saying, it's dangerous. I was asking, why is it dangerous? And she kept on getting more mad, never explaining to me.
Did you just keep asking why?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I want it to be explained to me what is dangerous about this.
Gotcha. On that end, it's asking a deeper question of going, saying like, why can't I drive with 2 feet? Well, it's dangerous, but what if it's comfortable to me?
Yeah,
I know a lady that actually does that.
Which
Is like who drives like, and it's not a stick shift. It's just, it's an
'cause I'd be
automatic
so-
like brake and like
I have-
it seems weird to me because I can't do that.
yeah, it makes sense to me because my reaction speed could be much faster if I have 2 feet. But also, there's a chance that I could mess up and then put both brake and
And
forward
really,
at the
you're
same
going.
time.
All you're doing is shifting here versus going here.
Which my dad finally explained it to me later.
Yeah,
But
but you just want an explanation.
I just
I
want an
don't think it's
explanation.
a problem, but when I have explained, like when somebody has asked me why, especially my children, they're like, why? I was like, because I need your help doing this.
like that.
Why? Because I want your help
That's
doing
something-
this.
That's something that like there's
Versus,
no deeper
like-
meaning to that.
Yeah, there's like, hey, we're going inside. Why? Because I'm tired of being outside right now. Which I don't tell them that anymore because we're trying to get as much outside time as possible, just so because it's I don't know we've seen the benefits of kids playing outside and just cool, but I do understand. But sometimes there needs to be some clarification. But then on the other side of things, like when I say why to my kids, it's direct obedience. I don't appreciate the whys because they're pausing what they actually want to do. Or I'm pausing what they want to do. And like, well, why do I gotta go inside? Like, because we have to do this. But why do I have to go in? Because you're 5 and you can't be outside by yourself. Get your tail inside. So it's just I get frustrated at the why. And I see your parent side of getting frustrated at the why. But again, it's asking the right question. It's asking a question in the right manner of whether it's you need more, like you need a better description of it, or you need more explanation. It sounds like whales.
It does.
Yeah.
Dory now?
Oh. Oh man. It's been cool listening to all you guys' answers because I can relate to every one of them. Like whether it's helping or doing whatever, but big thing that I don't think I will ever get tired of doing is being with my family. Like it's just super awesome. It's so giving. It's life giving and it's fun. Another thing is serving in youth ministry. Really serving in a church period, but serving in youth ministry. It's so much fun. It's a lot of times like Wednesdays or events, like we kind of come in and we have stuff planned, but then there's other times where it's like we've had games that have been complete flops. We've had nights where like God has done things that are totally different than what we had thought they would be like. It's just been super, super fun. And there have been times when where it's kind of been scary. Like I felt like man, not that my time was done in ministry, but maybe taking a break from it away. But it wasn't my decision, and that was pretty scary. It's like, man, maybe I walk away for a little bit and find something else to do. But it's scary because I've done this for so long, and it's one of my passions that I do, or one of the passions that I have. So it was pretty scary when faced with the unknown, going, what if I don't do this for a while? What would happen, and what would my life look like? And then it just came back to direct faith in Jesus, going, He's gonna take care of me. He'll open a door or a window or do something. It'll be fun. And the last one, this is kind of the one that I was thinking about too. Like especially like my family. I won't ever get tired of traveling. Like,
No.
I love it. I wish Nick was here because Nick's like, no, travel stinks.
I
It's
enjoy
the
it,
worst.
but
I know we've talked about that
I enjoy
because
it.
Nathan and I are
I think the
travelers.
best part about traveling is going back home to sleep tonight. The best part about
That's
that's
so
one of the
funny.
best parts about traveling. Like I like going places. I want to explore more. But one of the best parts about traveling is getting back to your home and laying down that bed.
And using your own toilet.
Yeah.
I get excited about that. Like, I love going places, but I mean, there's no bed like my bed, and then like going to use my own bathroom in the non-grossest way possible. But like, hey, this is my bathroom.
Because like
It's
we
cool.
went
This
to
isn't someone
California.
else's house.
We went to California. I was done with that place after Disney. I felt ill because of all the weed and cigarettes. I felt ill, and I just didn't want to be there anymore.
Josh checked out of Cali.
I wanted to. I had to wait another week, but
See, I love it. It's one of those things like, man, haven't been anywhere. That doesn't make sense. I haven't been anywhere and I don't want to go. It seems like a really good T-shirt. Haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list. Like and that jumps into the same boat. It's like, man, I have like traveling with my family, and then we always have great opportunities, whether it's like going to church or going, worshiping in the car, having conversations with people. It's just super awesome. We're a crazy relational family that can and communication based family to where I can talk to anybody, and it's really fun, and we just have a good time. So it'd be a lot of fun. Schwack. And I don't know. I love traveling and being with my family and talking about Jesus. I hope I always have those in my life. It's just cool.
Looked like you were getting ready to say something with the microphone on your nose. You just breathing.
Just breathing. There you go. But yeah, that's what makes it fun. Like, it's fun.
I feel like for me, everything. I feel like for me, no matter what, if there's too much or something, I'm gonna get tired of it. I get tired of everything if I'm exposed to it for too long. Like, I need things in moderation.
There you go.
That's just as me. Like,
Right, that makes sense.
because like sometimes other people,
And that's healthy anyway.
yeah, and like no offense to any of you, but like there's times I just get tired of like youth, my family, robotics, school, all that.
You get tired of seeing me, Josh? Thanks.
Kurt, I
Yeah.
love seeing you. There's just sometimes
Yeah.
I've seen
Dude.
you enough that week.
Dude, I agree. There have been times where like I've seen.
Believe me, there are times that I would rather stay at home. So,
We've had, and the funny thing is, like, again, totally relate, but we've had times to where, like, we've come home on mission trips, and we're like, we have nothing on Sunday. I don't want to see any of you till Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me till Wednesday. I spent an entire week with you. I love you so much, but I don't want to see your face. But then there's other times where, like, I mean, there's been a couple times where Caleb and I have been on trips together, and I've seen Caleb more than I saw my wife. There's like, what is that? You saw Caleb all week? Yes. I had a podcast with Caleb, and then we had a meeting, and then we had youth, and then we had small group, and then Caleb and I were at the church for a youth event, and then we worked together on Sunday. Like, when did you see your wife? I think on Wednesday. It's like, but you've seen Caleb every day? Like, yes. And don't get me wrong, Caleb's one of my best friends. But it's super funny when we see each other, like, holy jeez. And then we just kind of roll back over, because then I'll see him Sunday, and then we come back and we roll back on Monday again, and we're like, whoa, I saw Caleb for 7 days. I saw him the entire week. But it's just really funny. So I know it's just fun, like, when we don't see each other, like, dude, missed having you in my life. Good to see you again. But again, it is good to not, like, especially, like, be consumed with everything else. My family stuff, no. Always need them. But it is cool. Like, for instance, the week before, I was on a ski trip. My wife had our boys all weekend, and then my wife got home yesterday afternoon. She did a race out in Arizona, so she was gone 4 days. So, out of all of them, like, we want to be together and hang out, but it is really funny. Like, I was gone one weekend, she's gone the next. And traveling and missing each other, then coming back and like, yeah, it's great. But it's just really cool. It's always a good time. Always a good time. See, and as always, God is always a part of this podcast. God. Because he's, talking scripture or how he's in everything that we do with, hanging out with people and traveling and what we do for a living, and or even needing a break from people. Again, Jesus broke away from a group a lot of times. Like, I've been around people too many times. There's like 10,000 people here today. I'm gonna go be by myself for like at least an hour. And it's like, give me a minute. And again, it's good. It's kind of funny. Like it's one of those things like, one of my first passions that I had was playing music. And there's been times where like, man, I want to play music. I want to do this and all this stuff. And then like, I used to play drums every day to where like my hands were calloused and all sorts of stuff. They were just super rough. To where like now my hands are smooth. Like I play drums like maybe once or twice a week. It's still one of my things. I still love it. But it's one of those things where I'm like, man, it's not that I've lost the love for it. But it's not one of those things I'm like, oh, I gotta do it every day. Like it's one of those things in my life where like, oh man, I'd like to go downstairs and I'll play drums. This would be a lot of fun. But also like, playing music is more fun with more people. One-man bands are kind of hard, right? All the things. All right, cool. So if you're listening to this podcast, we always close out in prayer. So my dudes,
Both microphones. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
how can we be praying for you? Also, let us know in the comments how we can be praying for you as well.
I won't rest.
Josh needs rest. A big nap. That's what he needs. He needs a Nathan nap. That's what we should call it.
One of my friends that I play games with is having some marital issues. And, yeah, he's also got, he also deals with bipolar, from what I've heard.
Gotcha.
So,
It's kind of a double there. It's hard.
yeah.
Isn't it? How about you, man? Dropping a microphone on the floor.
I don't know.
Do you need another Nathan now?
Should start calling them that. It's the episode of Bluey where they call them Nana naps because they're grannies, and that's hilarious. Like, Bluey, what are you doing? Let's take a Nana nap. Like, I could totally take a Nana nap. That'd be pretty good. So, we have a student speaking this Wednesday, which I'm super pumped for him. It's gonna be awesome. And so I kind of have like a 2-week break, but I'm also working on a 6-week series. Started writing it today. That's gonna lead us right up to Easter Sunday, which I'm crazy pumped about. Just
What's
timing wise,
the
it's cool.
series called?
It's called The Rising.
No Roar 24.
Do what?
No Roar 24.
No, not Roar hasn't made hasn't come up yet. But it is another R series, which is pretty cool. We just finished Reset. So The Rising. It's 7.
Do you want to do only R's and 24?
I don't know. We did it one time where it was we only did C's the entire semester.
Semester?
Yeah, like from August to December, it was only C
You
messages.
should just do.
It was pretty cool, and we didn't think about it until like December. We're like, dude, everything we talked about started with a C.
You should only do R's
Kurt.
until
So it might be
2025.
Roar and The Rising. I don't think it is because one of our series is called Grasp.
Kurt,
Just like,
can't reach out.
Kurt, think about this.
Nathan.
Think about this.
Thinking.
The reset, like the word,
Yes,
like the
Reset.
like logo thing
Yes.
on a shirt and a hoodie.
We are going to do sometime this semester a merch design contest. I'm super pumped about it.
Make it this trimester.
What?
It's the middle school schedule. They're weird and have a trimester.
That sounds
Yeah.
really weird.
It is.
Sounds like the school's pregnant. That's weird. I'm in my 2nd trimester. Like, what? That seems awkward. Why would you a trimester? That seems weird. So yeah, as we write a series and as we do all this stuff, it's gonna be really fun. So I'm pretty stoked. So, all right. Anyone want to?
What font is reset?
I don't even know what font that is. You could take it off Instagram though and turn that into a t-shirt. Screenshot it. Put it on a shirt. It'd be cool. It's a good way of doing it. I think, a couple years ago we did Rad. That started off really good. Rad, and then we did Red
It was
Flag.
2 years ago.
2 years ago was
So it's
Rad.
like merch for each series. We like
Some people do that, and it's pretty cool.
Some
Now, if we did an
also
entire
hard.
year series, if we did an entire, like, a year-long series where we studied one particular thing, and it was the entire, like, the Rising was August to, or January to December, that was the Rising, we would make merch.
Yeah.
Like, and that would be part of the deal, so it'd be fun. So Josh Needs Rest, Caleb's Friend, Marital, and Bipolar. Good series, speaker on Wednesday, super pumped. We're getting ready to start Easter season. It's like the Lenten season where it's 40 days till Easter. That's on the 14th, which is also Valentine's Day, which is rad. So we're pretty pumped. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Good to go. Again, anyone want to close us out?
Nathan puts his mic.
All right, I'll close this out and we'll be done. Be cool. Thanks for tuning in tonight. My dudes, thanks for being a part of the pod. You guys are awesome. It's always a good conversation. It's always fun. It's always life-giving. So appreciate you guys. You're really cool. So my best friends in this room right here. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's pray. God, we thank you so much for tonight. We thank you for episode 23. And just what this podcast means to us and how it has turned into a podcast. These great conversations now are recorded and sent out, and it's just really cool. So, God, we ask for rest. We continue to ask for reset. We lift up Caleb's friend who is dealing with marital issues, and then who's also dealing with bipolar. God, be with our student who's speaking on Wednesday, and as we approach the Lenten season, as we get ready for Easter, remind us that we are Easter people, that the resurrection changed everything. So that's what we want to look at and prepare our hearts as we're about 8 weeks away of just of seeing that and seeing how the rising is the biggest game changer. So God, we just thank you and praise you for all that you have done in our lives. Help us just to always seek after you and to know that situations change, but you don't. You remain constant and you are always good. And we just thank you and praise you because you are the God of our lives. And everyone said, Amen. Everyone say, see you later.
Adios!